What is up, you beautiful people? I am Rito, and in this video I'll be talking about the one thing that helped me scale to $137,000, a six-figure store. And it is amazing what you're going to learn in this video because it's not really covered a lot in free YouTube videos, but I'll be actually doing an in-depth analysis into that one thing. Now, as a lot of you guys know, Facebook ads is the foundation of my Shopify store. It is what I use to advertise all my products. Facebook ads has gotten me so many sales. Pretty much like 90-95% of all my sales have been from Facebook ads. And there is one aspect of Facebook ads that a lot of people don't really get, but it's important you do, because if you don't get this, then it's not possible to scale a profitable Facebook ad account. I need you to really pay attention to this video. There are a lot of things I'm going to cover. I might even get a little bit technical in this, but make sure you have a piece of pen and paper ready so that you can take notes. Re-watch this video as many times as you need to until you really get this. First off, let me show you some numbers right here. So you see here 137,000. I just set up the date range from like October 2nd to May 1st. $137,590. We started off really slow, but then we have scaled up. We had a few areas where the Chinese New Year came in, so we weren't able to advertise much. But then since then also we have been scaling. And last month we actually crossed $40,000, so which is pretty amazing. Now, while these numbers are all nice and dandy, some of you might be skeptical. I want to show you some irrefutable proof that these are actual real numbers. So let me just take you back to my reports. So I'm inside analytics and reports. So actually, if you scroll down to the place where you see finances, so if you click on finances summary, you should be able to see the sales that happened using PayPal payment standard and Shopify payments, and also manual. Now, a lot of Shopify gurus, what they do is they create manual orders to build up their entire, sales listing, and then they post these screenshots. We're not one of those people. We actually transact revenue. So this month has just started. So this was what, 1043. So let me just do one thing. Let's do year to date and show you what happened. So you see, we do have manual here, but you see PayPal payment standard 62,000, Shopify payments 48,940. Now, the reason I use manual payments is if a customer reaches out to me and they're like, I missed this item or I did not get this item. So I create a new manual order so that I can ship out that order and send out the fulfillment and order notification to that customer. We have had several issues where the order was not delivered to the customer on time. So we had to place a new order for them, and those manual orders come up right here. But still, it is what, I don't know, 0.6% or something, even less, 0.5%, something like that. Anyways, I want to show you the last year as well. So let's do last year and show you. So we have 25,413. When I started off the Shopify store, I started off with Stripe and PayPal, but then I moved to Shopify payments. So, but you see, PayPal still accounts for a lot of our sales. I told you guys, PayPal accounts nowadays, I believe, anywhere between 50 to 70%. It depends on the month, it depends on the week. But generally, PayPal accounts for a lot of sales. Even this year, a lot of it has come from PayPal. All right. So this is irrefutable proof, you guys. I could not have been able to show you these numbers if there were no real transactions happening on this store. So if any of you skeptics out there are still questioning, why? So Facebook ads is the primary reason I was able to scale to $137,000. But there's one aspect of Facebook ads that just is confusing to a lot of people. So I want to do a deep dive into this aspect. It's basically custom audiences, and custom audiences can be used in three primarily ways. Now, there are many ways in which you can use custom audiences. I'll be talking about three ways. One is going to be to create exclusion lists from your targeting ad sets. The second is going to be retargeting, and the third is going to be lookalikes. I will be creating a video on lookalikes later. I have covered retargeting in this video, and I have covered the exclusion segments in this video, FB ad stage 2. So how do custom audiences work? Let's do a deep dive and show you. So first off, you go to your asset library. So you go here, you click on all tools, then go to audiences. All right. So if you go to audiences, you'll reach this page. Now I have hidden a lot of my audiences. I've just done a filter, quick look, action needed, so that you're not able to see my audiences, because I want to show you how to create audiences. All right. So if you want to create audiences, if you click on custom audience right here, you can either create audience using customer file or website traffic. I don't recommend using engagement because I want real people who actually visited our site to be included in this audience. Now, if you want to use customer file, what I do recommend is exporting the list of your customers who actually bought from you, from MailChimp or from other providers, and then you can use it to build out this custom audience. Now, you can actually see they have an import from MailChimp direct option using API integration. Now, what I want to show you is mainly website traffic, because Facebook Pixel tracks every single thing that happens on your store if it's installed properly, of course. And I want to click on website traffic and show you. All right. So first off, how do you create the exclusion audience? All website visitors in the past 90 days. You can do 60 days also if you feel like it. Just give it a good name, something like your website name, 90 page view or view content or something like that, just so that you know this is the audience, and this audience that you create will keep getting updated every single day. So you just have to create this once and you are set. You can use this audience in your exclusion segments for your targeting ad sets. All right. The second way you can use this is for retargeting. I explained this in this video right here. And the way you use retargeting, you create a 3-day US revival ad set and you create a 7-day US carousel ad set. So the way you do that is like you click on this all website visitors. You can actually click on people who visited specific web pages to create the 3-day audience. What you would do is 3 days. Let's say the product page URL. So let's say I want to retarget people who actually visited the brain teasing wood puzzles. Let's say this was my winning product. What I would do is I would copy the portion that comes out after commonpanda.com/products, and then I'm going to copy this thing right here, wood puzzles. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter it inside here. All right, wood puzzles, and just space comma, and then what happens is it comes up right here. So all the people who visited wood puzzles in the last 3 days, exclude people who bought. All right, so we would exclude people who bought in the past 3 days. And what you do is you name this audience wood puzzles visitors, not buyers, 3 days. All right. And then you create this audience. So this is how you're able to create audience of specific people who visited specific pages but did not make a purchase. All right. And you do this for creating the carousel ad. All you do is literally just change it to 7 and then 7. Of course, you would go through the entire process, create audience, custom audience, and then this would open up. Then you would do this entire thing again and then create 7, 7, then click on create audience. The audience will be created, and you can use these two audiences in your retargeting ad sets. Now, the third way you can use it is for lookalikes. Now I've tested lookalikes heavily, and the way you want to create your custom audiences is on the basis of your purchasers. So people who visited a specific product page and made the purchase in the past 30, 60, 90, 120, 180, you would just create these audiences. These will keep getting updated over time. And people who bought that specific product page and added to cart, again, 30, 60, 90, 120, 180. You can even do 7 and 10 days if you want the latest data. You can create lookalike audiences from each of these custom audiences. Is very, very powerful. Now I want to show you one important thing that not a lot of you guys know about. If you click on this top left, this bar here, if you click on all tools, you can go to analytics. All right. Now, when you go to analytics, this is what it looks like. Analytics is a super powerful area because, as I told you, Facebook is tracking everything that's happening on your store. Like, they know where the people are coming from, what they are doing, how much time they're spending, who they are, everything. You see, all this amazing data is available to you guys for free. Facebook allows you to view all these data. You can look at your active users, your revenue, your funnels, your overlap, your lifetime value, your people who actually bought from you, all sorts of data you can get from this thing. But the most important thing you can do from the analytics dashboard is, of course, to create a custom audience from different segments. Now, I'll be talking about this analytics page in more detail in a future video because there's a lot you can learn just by looking at all these pages inside analytics. But let me show you how to create custom audiences from inside the analytics page. You click on add a segment, and then what you can do is add percentile. All right. So if you click on add percentile, you can select the event which is going to be purchases by top 25% of people whose actions were most valuable. Because listen, Facebook knows who spent how much money, and they've created these percentile ranges, and you can actually select the top 25 buyers of yours who made the most purchases. This is very, very powerful. It's a custom audiences of your most devoted buyers, right? And you can of course do 10% and 5% also, but this will only make sense if your order volume is huge. If you get a lot of orders, then you can even do top 5 and top 10% to get even more amazing data. But you see here, in the last 28 days, we have 242 people who are in the top 25% of our buyers. And I can actually create a custom audience. First, I'll need to save this, and then I can use this button to create a custom audience out of this entire segment. This is amazing. This is powerful. So make sure you go inside your ad account and then go to analytics just to see how people are spending time on your site. You can actually view funnels, like what people went through, like view content, then add to cart, then initiate checkout, then purchase. Facebook actually maps out this entire flow for you. Again, this is very powerful. Now, I want to discuss one important thing that's been coming up again and again, and that is about when you create an ad set. Let's say I wanted to sell, designer handbags. So I've put in interest. So I'm inside the ad set creation page here. I've selected Louis Vuitton. I've selected engaged shoppers, and as you can see, the potential reach is 660,000 people. What happens is that if you exclude that audience that I talked about, the 90-day visitors, then it's going to show potential reach unavailable. Now it shows on my ad sets, it shows on everybody else's ad sets, and that is something they've started doing after that data breach happened. So they don't really show the numbers, how many people are inside your custom audiences. So that is why the potential reach also shows as unavailable. Now, what I want you to do is literally forget that. All right. When you're creating a targeted ad sets, the first thing you would do is set up your potential reach and set up your interest right here so that you're happy with the potential reach. Finally, after all the settings are done, before launching the ad set, what you would do is you would exclude that 90-day visitors. So as you see, I've selected SL90 page view. These are people who actually visited my website in the last 90 days, and now the potential reach is unavailable. It happens on all my ad sets that I'm actively using as well. So it's nothing to worry about. It's just something they show. You can be rest assured, as long as this detailed targeting that you've set up as your interest is between that 100,000 to 1 million range, you are good to go. You can add this once you're happy with the potential reach, then just add this website, page view exclusion, and then click on continue. That's it. So this is how you deal with custom audiences. I know this was slightly more technical. I hope you were taking notes because this is very, very powerful stuff. Custom audiences is actually what has enabled me to create lookalike audiences. Some of my most powerful ad sets are lookalike audiences. Some of my most powerful ad sets are retargeting ad sets, and those were also built using custom audiences. So don't underestimate the power of custom audiences. You can do a lot with it. And while there are a lot of different ways in which you can use custom audiences, I've explained to you the most important ones that I use on a day-to-day basis and that I think you should start using as well. Now I want to give a full disclosure. I've started using an app called Trackify. What this does is this enables you to create all these custom conversion events. Now I installed this a few weeks ago, but after my store had already done $100,000 in revenue just using the standard Facebook pixel installation. So it's not really required for you guys to use Trackify. If you want to, you can. I'm still testing it out. Results are still inconclusive. I'm not able to find a good correlation. Even now, some of my most profitable ad sets are the ones that are created earlier and that use that standard Facebook pixel, that do not use anything that's related to Trackify. So Trackify might work. I'll be testing this out. If it does work, I'll be creating a new video on that later also. I hope you found value in this, guys. There was a lot I covered in this video. Just hit me up with the like button below if you did. Make sure you subscribe to the Flying Start Online channel and hit the bell icon below. Until next time. Okay, tata, bye bye.